Shifting focus for now to China. Is it about to cross the IMF's red line? This question pops up courtesy China's household debt. It's inching closer to the IMF's warning line. Let me just break this down for you. First things first, according to a report released by the National Institution for Finance and Development, China's household debt increased once again. From 61.9% at the end of last year, it has gone up to 63.5% in the second quarter of 2023. Now, this may be a slight jump, but it has taken the debt closer to the International Monetary Fund's warning point of 65%. A trend that indicates potential financial risks. And what exactly makes up this household debt, you wonder? Well, most of this debt is in the form of mortgage loans, which, by the way, reached 38.6 trillion yuan, that's $5.38 million by the end of June itself. And besides this, there are also consumer goods loans, credit card debt, private borrowings, also loans used to fund business operations. Next question, what explains this colossal debt? There are a host of reasons here. Let's just look at them one by one. Reason number one, exhausted budgets. You see, many local governments in China have completely drained their coffers by spending enormously on the lockdowns, also mass testing, the quarantine centers. This is a minefield of China's own making. Let's get down to reason number two now. Lower revenue. As the Wuhan virus engulfed China last year, people reduced their spending to save money, and this resulted in less tax revenues by the local governments. Furthermore, the huge tax breaks were given to support ailing businesses. Reason number three being the most important of them all, in fact, the housing market slump. You see, home prices in China have been falling for 16 months straight. Land sales, which account for about 40% of all the local government revenue, also collapsed. I have a report with me. It's from February this year. It says sales of new residential properties in China tumbled around 28% last year. This is a 5-year low, by the way. Next question, what will happen if China does cross that red line? Well, besides the IMF designating it into a particular category, the people of China will suffer. And it's worth considering this report. It says due to this massive debt distress, Chinese cities are struggling to pay their bills. They are slashing wages, cutting public services, and reducing the fuel subsidies. And where are these cities located? Mainly in these provinces: Heilongjiang, Hebei, Guangdong, Zhejiang, Jiangsu, Hunan. All of these are struggling with mountains of debt. And the road to recovery is just not visible at this point. And if I speak of Hebei specifically, throughout the last 3 months of 2022, the people of Hebei had trouble heating their homes because of the shortage of natural gas. That's how bad things got. And why was there a shortage? Because of a lack of government subsidies. And why were the subsidies lacking? Because the authorities did not have enough money, simply. Most of their financial resources got drained paying the debts. And let me just remind you, this is all according to China's own media houses, not the Western press. And next, we have the Heilongjiang province, the northernmost province in China. Throughout the bitter month of January, households in the city of Hegang there were also left without heating services. Why? Because the local firms had severely restricted the supply. And why did that happen? Again, because of no subsidies. And then we have the Hunan and Guangdong provinces. In December last year, a number of cities in these provinces had to partially suspend the bus services because of the budget constraints. And next we have the Zhejiang and Jiangsu provinces. Last year, they had to cut down the public sector jobs or even reduce salaries, jobs that are considered to be the most secure in the country. The Chinese state media said that these provinces slashed pay in public sector jobs by as much as 30%. And finally, we have Hegang, a city in Heilongjiang. It made history in mid-2022 by becoming the first city to undergo a fiscal restructuring. Why did it have to undergo that restructuring? Due to a grave debt distress. That's according to state media again. And there are many more accounts. It doesn't end here, but you get the point. A death storm is tearing apart Chinese cities. It's only a matter of time before this storm sparks socio-economic tensions and unrest. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.